fast in arm wrestling could be a combination of few things. Initial reaction on the go, speed of your primary move, how offensive you are with your move. Lots of arm wrestling genetics aren't that visible at first. I would say if you train right and give it everything you have, you can achieve a very, very high level. Bang on about Devon's training philosophy. It's obvious he puts himself in bad positions to get better at those angles. That's how combat sports should be trained. Devon completely blew up Dennis' hand in the first round. Actually, he had a great strategy of employing explosive side pressure completely countered Dennis' style. Dennis had no chance after the first round, and he knew it. Similar to what happened to Hermes after he tried the flop press against Devon. His hand got blown up, and it was over from there. The main difference in training between Devon and Dennis that I've noticed is that Devon is not afraid to lose in practice polls. It always feels like he is trying different shit and is looking for his weakest points to attack them. Meanwhile, everything we've seen from Dennis' training footage is him going into defensive, with back pressure and not moving an inch. I mean, yeah, he's strong, but if you're only training your strongest move, are you really improving? Even Devon said that he didn't know how much of Dennis' training footage can be trusted. Devon was probably thinking that can't be all there is. Devon hits for position instead of hitting for the pad. This is basically good if you're slower, but stronger than your opponent. When Devon does some of his heavy lifts, he does the concentric part as fast and as explosively as possible, and does the eccentric phase slowly, but that's optional. If you'll spend time doing lifts fast and explosive, that'll make you a better athlete and help with explosiveness on the table. Genetics also plays a massive role. We all have a set amount of slow twitch fibers and fast twitch fibers. The fact that by your own admission you can hold people for a long time suggests to me you have a lot of slow twitch muscle fibers, which are fantastic for endurance, but not so great for explosive movements. Recently we saw Devon possess both. From what I've been noticing Devon, if he's going to hit, he puts a lot of pressure in the setup. Sometimes this works, and they instinctively give him some pressure back, which is bad for their flash. But people who are bad at it will just let them pull on Devon and let them tire themselves out in setup. If that doesn't work, he uses another trick from his inventory, like posting more in the setup, and uses his fouls. You can back pressure the hell out of Devon in the setup, or learn a defensive to pro. You need a strong hand and biceps for this. You could also try catching him in a sort of a posting hook if that's more your style. I think to beat Devon in that grip, you have to have a 20 to 30% stronger pronator than him, and go sideways. It is really difficult in Devon's current form, or you have to be a false start explosive presser. Here are the reasons why Devon got to explosive recently. Pronation. It's one of the main factors that contributes to Devon's recent jump in speed and explosiveness. In the straps, before the ready go, he pronates statically, just like a static hold. This gives him a tremendous advantage by establishing the hand position. The fast lightning pin must be followed by a straightforward pin sideways. So the flash pin is a combination of two major tactics before and after the go. Pronating in advance and applying back pressure, followed by side pressure directly towards the pin pad. Devon holds the world record for strict pronation lift. This approach of training gave him the ability to withstand force from the most disadvantageous position ever. Riser. Height is the bread and butter of Devon Larratt. Despite him having a 54 centimeters forearm, he is still not satisfied with his length. He's working on a secret project that involves having the strongest rising ability ever. Strong riser gives a tremendous benefit for Devon due to the additional height to his setup. Since the riser has no counter, as Devon always says, you're not holding on to anything. It's pure rise.
Part of the rise is the concept of not holding on. So when you're rising, you're really not holding on. You're trying to make the other person hold on to you.
So no surprise when Devon flash pinned Hermes and completely destroyed him. Arm power from singles. Speed is generated with force. The lifts Devon performs are rather astounding. He isolates the muscles used in arm wrestling quite effectively. Devon holds the pronation world record by over 70 kilos. His arm strength really benefits from this. His pronator is so powerful that it can take a lot of the opponent's force. In general, the stronger the wrist, the last link in the chain, the less your arm needs to compensate. Devon's wrist has such a powerful rise in pronation that this overwhelming combination disperses the opponent's arm strength. That's how he became so explosive recently.
It's not there, Dave. It's not there. You're going to hurt yourself. So you're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, Devon just in full control there. Gives
opener!
Devon Larratt's low grip. Devon sometimes grips low to attack opponents' pronator more easily and turn them into a hook. Also, they feel they are getting a good grip with all the height they are getting. So, when negotiating grip, you can generally get a higher hand more around them, making it easier to initiate the cup. The shorter you make their lever, the more force advantage they have. It sometimes makes sense to grip low to defend against a top roll, but if you're into dad move territory, then it's just about showing off. Gripping low makes it difficult for your opponent to pronate, which helps to take away some of their hand dominance. But, as others have already noted, that makes your opponent's lever shorter, giving them a force advantage. So you have to have a lot of arm strength to compensate. He utilized that technique against Dennis in round 2. Grip strength. Strong fingers definitely can be felt on the table when you're hooking or whatever, and a top roller tries to peel you off. Finger containment is super important when caught out of position or hit first and defending against a top roll. Devon denied Dennis from going into an offensive lane by gripping Dennis' thumb. This requires speed, which comes from his insane grip strength. Devon Larratt's transitions between techniques and defensive postures are well-timed and efficient. His ability to switch between offensive and defensive strategies is a testament to his understanding of the sport.